Hello. Thank you for visiting the channel and taking the time to watch this video. Well, let's get into it. This is the review for The Hebrew Goddess by Raphael Bate. It's the third and large edition, forward by William J. Dever. I'm going to go over about the author real quick. Born November 22nd, 1910 through July 20th, 1996. I'll go over some of his credentials before I go into his book. Pate studied at a rabbinical seminars and at University of Budapest and the University of Breslau, from which he received a doctorate in Semitic languages and Oriental history. His career is during the late 1930s and early 1940s. Pate taught at the Hebrew University and served as the secretary of the Hafea Technion. He founded the Palestinian Institute of Folklore and Ethnology in 1944, serving as its director of research for 4 years. He also served as the scientific director of a Jewish folklore studies program for the Beit Hayam Public Culture Program in Jerusalem. So just going over that, the premise for this book is to show that there is actually some proof showing that God, aka Yahweh, aka El Shaddai, actually had a consort. And what I mean by a consort, I mean a partner, for instance. And before I begin, I just want to show you some little context when it comes to Yahweh. So see here, and you can look it up, Wikipedia on the very top, you can see, so it's accessible to everybody. But I'm just going to go straight to the highlight section, okay? You can read everything else on your cell phone line. In the oldest biblical literature, he is a storm and warrior deity who fructifies the land and leads the heavenly army against Israel's enemies. At the time, the Israelites worshipped him along a variety of Canaanite gods and goddesses. So not just one specific group and gods. It was multiple, including El, Asherah, which is the person that we'll be talking about in this book, and Baal. In later centuries, El and Yahweh become conflated, and El-linked epithets such as El Shaddai, like I explained earlier, another name for Yahweh, came to be applied to Yahweh alone, and other gods and goddesses such as Baal and Asherah were absorbed into Yahweh's religion. I'm going to skip a little bit down. During the Second Temple period, speaking the name of Yahweh in public became regarded as taboo. Jews began to substitute the divine name with the word Adonai, meaning my lords, but used a singular like Elohim, another name for God. And sometime after the temple was destroyed in 70 CE by Titus, we all know this, the original pronunciation was forgotten outside of early Judaism. Yahweh was frequently invoked in Greco-Roman magical texts from the 2nd century BCE to the 5th century CE under the name as Iowa, Adoni, Sabaoth, and Eloah. So since I got that out the way, I just want to give you guys some context to let you know the link between the different names of Yahweh and its association when it comes to the Canaanite gods. So I'll go in here next. As before, you could see this, it's on Wikipedia, so you can all look yourself. I'm going to skip to the highlighted section. The word Canaanite served as an ethnic catch-all term covering various indigenous populations. Not just one type of people, multiple people lived here, came and went. Both settled in nomadic pastoral groups throughout the regions of the Southern Levant or Canaan. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Archaeologist Mark Smith suggests that the Israelite culture largely overlapped with the derived from Canaanite culture. In short, Israelite culture was largely Canaanite in nature. The name Canaanite is attested many centuries later as the idiom of the people later known to the ancient Greeks from 500 BC as the Phoenicians, who also lived in this area also, and after the immigration of some Canaanite speakers to Carthage, founded in 9th century BC, was also used as a self-designation by the Punics, China or North Africa during late antiquity. So just starting off there, I want to give you some facts that yes, it arrived from Canaan, which a lot of people, groups of people, derive from. Same for the Jews, because if you see here, might have to focus a little bit, but Jerusalem is in the area of what they say Canaan. So yeah, just want to show you some proof of that. But to go from there, this was a really good read, guys. I'm telling you, really good read. The first couple of chapters goes into detail about the goddess that's affiliated with Yahweh, Asherah, and it goes into real details. I really can't believe how much evidence that this person has. I want to skip to the figurines section and show you guys. Here's one picture of Asherah figurine that they fight in this site. Some other ones attested to her. So you can see all these figurines that the ancients made to represent Asherah. But yeah, you can look online too. We live in the age of Aquarius now, where you're able to get information easily because of the internet. Luckily, it sucks for the people back in the day. They didn't have all that. They actually rely on reading books. A lot of things that we take for granted. But yeah, so I just want to say, if anybody's really interested, you should take the time. It goes into the Kabbalah, which I was really interested in. It's the mystic form of the Jewish people. Well, most Jews actually write it off, but it's the mysticism version of them. But this book also goes into different female aspects, the qualities and characteristics that the female deity held to the Jewish people back in the day. Certain rites and rituals. I mean, like, everything's here. It's really crazy. Elohim, the Shekinah, the reversion. I'm going to have to make a part 2 because I want to get more in depth about some of the rituals that they partake in and different aspects of the mother goddess. But I just wanted to bring this out early, at least get the part 1 out to give you guys some context about what we're going into. But anybody really interested in more of the roots of Yahweh, El Shaddai, God, and how the early proto Jewish really thought, I would really recommend this. I mean, if you really want to get into this field, not a lot of people are interested, but yeah, I really thought it was a good read. The Kabbalah, as you can see right there, goes into real detail about the early days of the Jewish philosopher, Hellenistic Jewish philosopher, Philo of Alexandria. If you know Philo, then you know Josephus also. But Josephus is for a different video. We know some of his stuff is a little bit pseudo, but hey, I'll get in more detail in another video. But yeah, so I will most likely do a part 2. Just want to give the gist of this and get this out. But if you guys want more detail and more depth and view of the book, please hit me up in the comments, let me know, and I will surely get to it. But other than that, please leave a like if you liked it. If you guys want to talk in the comment section, your point of view, if this changes your view on anything, which it shouldn't, just like more history about what you guys believe in. But yeah. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate you all and have a good one.